Hey guys! Welcome to another episode of Bedtime Stories with me. Today, I want to tell you a story about the crocodiles and the smart deer. And the theme of it is, of course, let's be creative. So once upon a time, there was a deer. And this deer spotted some berries across the river. And the deer thought to himself, I want to get to those berries. They look very juicy and very refreshing. But how? There are a lot of crocodiles in the riverbank, and the crocodiles are very wicked. They wouldn't help me to cross across the riverbank to get some berries. They will eat me. So what can I do? So the deer think for a while and devised a plan. So the deer walked towards the riverbank and shouted to the crocodiles and said that, hey guys, the king actually wants to invite every one of us to a ball. But I have to count how many people, how many crocodiles are there in the river so that I can send an invitation to you guys on behalf of the king. So can you guys please line up so that I don't double count anyone? Please line up in a row across from here to across the riverbank so that I can count the number of crocodiles that's available, and I'll let the king know, and you will all receive an invitation to go to his ball. So all the crocodiles got very excited and they started lining themselves up. So once they lined themselves up across the riverbank, the deer started walking across and say 1 crocodile, 2 crocodile, 3 crocodile, and he counted all the way to the other side of the riverbank. And then he told all of them to say, you wait there for a little while, let me go and write it down somewhere and all this. I will come back shortly and do a double count so that I make sure I don't get it wrong. So the deer quickly went across the river already, quickly collected all the berries and put it into his bag, and he did the same process coming back from the riverbank. So 1 crocodile, 2 crocodile, and he hopped all the way back to where he originally was. And he told the crocodiles to say, okay, wait for the news, I'll come back to you later. Bye! And he ran off. So the moral of the story is, my friends, sometimes we have to be creative and not give up on what we want. Reflecting of this story, I'm thinking the deer could have easily given up to say that I can look for other sort of food or fruits on my side of the riverbank and just give up the dream of having the nice juicy berries across the river. It seems too much trouble, too much hassle, too risky. Why do you want to put yourself through that? But the deer thought otherwise. The deer is actually teaching me not to always take for granted that I can only hunt from my side of the bank. I can always try out other opportunities. I can always explore other ideas, right? And I can be creative about how to pursue those other ideas. And all I need to do is just to devise a plan, to sit down and think and devise a plan. So I'm thinking about this COVID situation that we are all going through. Many people have lost their job. Many people have experienced pay cuts. And how do we make up for that? How do we then think creatively and hunt the berries across the river bank, get out of our comfort zone and still get the big juicy berries that we want? So it all comes back to creativity. How do we be creative? How do we think about alternative ideas and be brave to try it out? I'm also reflecting that in this story, the deer is not just smart. The deer is also very brave and very bold. It takes a brave, bold decision like that to mess with the school of the group of crocodiles that is vicious, right? But the deer is not afraid. The deer kept his eye on the berries that he wants to pursue, and the plan worked out perfectly. He was confident, he was bold, he executed the plan beautifully. So that's my reflection, my friends. I invite you to also reflect on how you can be creative as well in navigating situations of your own. Do you have a dream across that riverbank sort of berries? Do you have your berries that you are thinking about, the dream that you want to pursue? You can see it is right there, but you just need to work out a strategy on how to get it. You just need to be smart and creative on how to get it. So reflect deeply on this, and hopefully more of us will be like the deer, who is smart, strategic, and courageous at the same time. As always, we'll end an episode of Bedtime Stories with me with a gratitude exercise. So think about a moment today that made you feel truly grateful, and think about the people surrounding that moment. It could be your family, your friends, it could be also your pets. And then just silently say thanks for all the things that have gone wrong today. You will always have that moment to be grateful for. I'll see you tomorrow in another episode of Bedtime Stories with me. Bye!